Greetings, this is Jim Lindsay. This is hopefully a very short tutorial on how to complete a reflection paper for CIS 141. Again, this is the CIS 141 online class for the fall of 2018. If I happen to use this video again in the future, please don't let the fact that I'm recording it in fall of 2018 throw you. The process will be the same. So, what is a reflection paper and how do you complete it? Well, with each module of the class that we complete, in addition to a test, I also want you to complete a very short reflection paper. And you'll see the dates of those as you look at the class calendar. I've opened the class calendar, and as you can see, for the Carly module, for example, in the fall of 2018, the reflection paper is available from September the 7th to September the 14th. And so what does that mean? Well, starting at 12:01 a.m. on September the 7th, the reflection paper will be available for you to download and start working on. And you must submit it by 11:59 p.m. on September the 14th. What does the reflection paper look like? Let me go back to the site and I'll show you. When you look at the site, of course you land here on the announcement page, but there is a page called Syllabus Quiz, Reflection Papers, and Exams. If you click on that, you don't see it right at this moment because it's not quite November the 7th, but what you will see starting November the 7th is something that looks like this. You'll see an item that says reflection paper, and then as you read those instructions right there, it says, hey, this is a Word document, download it, and answer the questions that are inside of this Word document. When you're done, submit it using this link right here. Many of you are freshmen. Many of you are people who have never used Blackboard before. For my sophomores, juniors, and seniors that take this course, this should be a very natural process. But for those of you that are freshmen, let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to click on this Word document right here, and it's going to download to my computer. And so once that has downloaded to my computer, now I can start to work with it. Let me open that and show you what it looks like. It looks like this. It is a Word document. I'll zoom in so you can read it better. This is just a Word document that has green and black type on it. And I did that on purpose. The green type, the green text is basically stuff that I'm explaining what the document is and asking you questions. The black type is where you guys type answers. So let's take a quick look at this. Well, as you look at the top here, it says type your name here. This is called the header of a document. When you guys get to the Word SAM project, you guys will be working with the headers of documents quite a bit. For these reflection papers, just so I can see whose work I'm looking at, this will make it much easier. You just double click in here. Again, let me come back down here. With my left mouse button, I'm going to click up in here, and then I select that, and I'm going to put John Doe. John Doe is working on, you put your name, of course. But please don't type John Doe. And then down here, it says, hey, this is a reflection paper. This is your first. There are going to be a total of 5. And the instructions are, type your answers to the questions below. And then this is really important. Save and close your document when you're done. So you save and close your document. So it's important that you keep track of where you saved it to. And then when you're done saving and closing it, you then upload that file back to Blackboard using that reflection paper 1 link that I showed you just a second ago. I'll show you that process in just a moment. So then you come down here to the questions. And the first one, of course, I have 2 questions. Question 1, which is worth 7 points, and question 2, which is worth 3 points. And question 1 asks about security information that I shared with you from the Chapter 9 lesson. And so you have to think about how you might answer this portion of that question about Chapter 9, and you just get in here and you would select this type right here, type your text here, and you start to type your answer. So that's, once you've typed your answer, then there you go. Now the next thing, it says identify 5 things that you can do to secure your wireless router, and then, this is important, explain how those things help to secure it. So you come down here, and the first thing you would do is, I think the first thing you do is this, and this helps because, and then you start to explain why that helps. And you do that for each of those 5 things that you can do to secure a router. Again, how do you learn that stuff? Well, you read in the textbook, the chapter 9 material I asked you to, you watch the lesson over chapter 9 that I asked you to, you think about it, you can go out and do additional research, and that's where you get your answers. Now, do not copy and paste from websites. That's plagiarism. You need to type your own answers to this. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be Bill Gates or some supercomputer scientist. Just in your own words, think about what I've asked you to read, think about what I've talked to you about in those lessons, and then give me your answers here. I need your information, not something that you go out and copy and paste. That's not acceptable. So I need your words. Use complete sentences. You can use a spelling and grammar checker that's built into the Word document. That's available from here. Review. There's spelling and grammar. So once you've typed up your stuff, you can go to the spelling and grammar checker on the review tab, have it look at your work, and there you go. Now the second question down here, this is more of a connections question. This is something where I'm asking you to take what you're learning here and think about how it relates to other parts of your life, such as books that you've read, TV shows that you've watched, or movies that you've seen, and how is something from this module that we're learning about connected to something you've seen in one of those other places, and then describe it. So this is basically a chance for you to be talking to me. This is some interaction for us. It's kind of lame because we're not actually getting to interact with each other in person, but this is in an online setting. This is about as good as it gets. And so I'm looking for interaction from you here, telling me about how something we've talked about in this early module is related to something that you've seen in books, TV shows, movies. When you're done, you're going to save it. I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm just going to save this on my desktop, and I'm going to call this John Doe Reflection Paper 1, and I'll save it. So John Doe Reflection, because that's my name, John Doe Reflection Paper 1, save it, and then I'm going to close it. Really important that you close it. And then in Blackboard, what you then do is you go to the Reflection Paper 1 link on this page for Syllabus Quiz, Reflection Papers, and Exams. You click on that, and then it says, it has the instructions again. You browse out to your file. In my case, it's on the desktop here. Scroll down to where it is. There's my John Doe reflection paper. Hit open, and then lastly, I hit submit. And so, in hitting submit, it's going to add it to the grade book, and then once you guys are done with that on September the 15th, because these are due at 11:59 p.m. on September the 14th, on September the 15th, I can log in there, get all of these, and then grade them. So that is the process. Again, you have a week to work on this. As you can see, it's not a hard question, or they're not hard questions. One is based on class content, lecturing, book kind of stuff, and the other is more based on connection stuff. If you have any questions about this stuff, call me. Come see me. Again, you have a week. Now, if you wait until September the 14th and it's like 11:59 p.m. and then you're trying to contact me then, I obviously am not going to be able to help you because you've waited until the last minute. But starting, September the 7th, if you start working on this and you have questions, contact me. I mean, I'd love to talk to you. That'd be great. Call me or come see me, and we can work through that. So thank you for your time and attention. That's how you do reflection papers for the CIS 141 class. Again, you get the start file, you answer the questions, and you save and close it, and you submit it using the appropriate link on the Blackboard site. Thank you for your time and attention.